I am officially bored with EA Sports UFC 3. Now, I know when I say that, the very first question you guys are going to have is, does that mean you're not only done playing EA Sports UFC 3, but also done uploading EA Sports UFC 3 content? And the answer to that question is no. No, I am not done playing the game. No, I am not done uploading EA Sports UFC 3 content. We still have quite a few series going on. We've got the Random Fighter Select series going on. Of course, we've got the Big Belly Brawler series that I just revived. And we also have the brand new Clone series that I actually just recorded a brand new episode for that's going to be going out very soon. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm done playing the game. I'm not saying that I'm done uploading content. I'm saying that my excitement level for the game has diminished to the point that if I don't play it again for a long time, I don't think I'm going to miss it. And when I think about why I am officially bored of EA Sports UFC 3, I keep going back to the same two things. The first one being there's just not enough to do offline. There's not enough to do offline. And once again, I'm going to compare it to UFC Undisputed 3. And there's a very good reason why that game keeps coming up every single time we talk about UFC 3 in this context. UFC Undisputed 3 gave you a lot to do offline, but it's not just about the content that you were given. It's about the type of content that you were given by UFC Undisputed 3. You were given mixed martial arts style content offline. You've got the Ultimate Fight mode, you've got the title mode, you've got the title defense mode, you also have the Pride mode in there as well. You had so many different modes that was tailor-made for the mixed martial arts fan, for the hardcore mixed martial arts fan. And if you were an MMA fan, you could spend a very, very long time playing each and every single one of those modes. You also had the event mode. Let's not forget about the event mode. These modes are options in UFC Undisputed 3, and because of these modes, I keep going back to the game. Even though you can't play the game online anymore, you still have so much that you can do offline. Now you compare that to EA Sports UFC 3, and even though we do have a few things that we can do offline, we've got the event mode that we can do offline. You've got the regular exhibition mode where you can fight the AI in a lot of different difficulties. Of course, we've got Ultimate Team, which I also believe that you can play Ultimate Team offline. You're also given the option of KO mode. No, not KO mode. That's not what it's called. Knockout mode. You also have the option of playing knockout mode, but the one thing you're going to see when you take a look at the modes that were given in EA Sports UFC 3 is that a lot of these modes are not necessarily geared. They were not designed with the hardcore mixed martial arts fan in mind. For example, KO mode, knockout mode. How many times are you going to play knockout mode before you just get bored of knockout mode? How many times are you going to play it before you're just like, okay, this is boring. There's not enough here. There's not enough content here. So offline, there just isn't a lot of things to do to keep me going. And then when it comes to playing online, there's only so much that you can do online right now. Of course, we've got ranked, we've got Ultimate Team, and we've got unranked. But part of what I personally enjoy when it comes to playing the game online is discovering new things. Whether it's discovering a brand new skill, a brand new tactic, discovering a brand new fighter, taking my time to learn how to use that specific fighter. This is what makes it fun for me to play online. But at this point, when you try to play the game online, what you're going to realize is that everybody fights the same. And you can't blame the players. You have to blame the game, because the game was designed in a way that allows you to use a lot of these fighters the same exact way. Which of course circles us right back to the same thing that I talk about every single time: animations. It's not just about the fact that players online are throwing the same combinations or using the same exact fighters. It's that there's not enough difference between how these fighters actually fight when you take them into the octagon. When you take a look at a real mixed martial arts fight, let's see, what fight can I use as an example? Let's see. Max Holloway versus Alexander Volkanovski, for example. You watch that fight and you realize that these two fighters were throwing fairly the same types of strikes. They were not doing anything ridiculously intricate or complicated. They were throwing the same strikes. It's the jab, cross, left hook, right hook, uppercut, the leg kick, roundhouse to the body, maybe the occasional head kick. But what made you not think as you're watching them? Like when you're watching them fight, you're not thinking, holy shit, they're all throwing the same stuff. Oh my God, they're throwing the same exact strike. You don't think that when you watch a real mixed martial arts fight. And there's a reason for that. The reason why you don't think that is because they look different. And because they look different, your brain, your mind doesn't register the fact that they're throwing the same stuff. You just don't notice it a lot, you know? And if it was that way in the game, if we had way more animations that we could assign to a vast majority of the fighters, even if players online are throwing the same types of strikes, you're not going to notice it. It's not going to be this glaring thing that you can't just turn away from, because they will be doing different things. They will look different, you know? And I don't know how else to say it. It's something that I've asked for as long as I've made content on this channel. Give us more animations. Right now we have quite a few jab, cross animations. I believe we have like 2 different types of overhand animations. We have a few different animations in the game, and there's certain fighters that were specifically captured. Fighters like Sean O'Malley, he was specifically captured. But we need more of that. We need more animations for the hooks specifically. We need more animations for the lead and the rear uppercut. We need more animations for the lead and the rear roundhouse to the body, roundhouse to the legs, roundhouse to the head. We need more animations when it comes to the spinning kicks to the body, spinning kicks to the head. These fighters, they don't all throw these strikes the same way. We need more animations when it comes to how fighters block their shots. We need more animations when it comes to how fighters move their head. Every single fighter does not move his head the same exact way. Meanwhile, in EA Sports UFC 3, that is exactly what you see. Someone like Anderson Silva, who likes to move his head with his hands down, you can't really do that in the game. When you move your head with Anderson Silva, it looks the same exact way that someone like Damian Maia moves his head. And you watch that, it just takes away from it. Every single fighter blocks the same exact way. No other, there's no real difference between all of these. And I feel like if you gave us a lot more animations, things won't get old so quickly. Man, I am rambling, if I'm being completely honest, but just rambling to say that I don't know. I'm just bored of it. I'm bored of it, and I feel like I did a much better job this time around, because I got bored of EA Sports UFC 2 way quicker than I got bored of this one. I did a really good job of making sure that I don't burn myself out, so I don't play ranked like a lot of different players do. I usually only play ranked when I'm actually recording content. Because of that, I haven't burned myself out on ranked. Of course, I didn't stream the game. I streamed a little bit in UFC 2, which added to the boredom, but it was inevitable. It was inevitable. This game just does not have enough content. And of course, fighting the AI over and over again, and you start to see the same exact flaw over and over again from the AI. Not a lot of differences between the way the AIs fight. It's just inevitable that you're going to get bored with the game. And it's at that point right now. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, that does not mean that I am done uploading content for UFC 3. It just means that I'm going to need to try to figure out a way to make things a little bit more interesting for me, because if I'm not having fun doing it, if it's not interesting uploading these contents, I'm just not going to do it. So I'm going to need to figure out a way to make things interesting. And if you guys have any suggestions on what I can do when playing UFC 3 specifically, if you guys have any ideas for brand new series, let me know in the comment section, and I will definitely do it. In the meantime, expect more Fight Night Champion, expect more UFC Undisputed 3 content, and I might actually look into playing a different game. I don't know what game, but I'm hoping that I can find something that's related to hand-to-hand combat, because these are the only kinds of games that I actually enjoy. So keep an eye out for that. But man, that's it. I think we're going to end the video right here. Board of UFC 3, board of EA Sports UFC 3. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think.